Here's the truth. Most loan officers are sitting on closings with people that are already in and around their life. They're just not activating the people that already know, like, and trust you. And so in today's episode, what I'm going to do is just unpack where are some of the opportunities that are in and around your life that are already close that would refer you if they remembered. And so we're going to have a great conversation. And hey, I do want to do this. If this podcast has helped you, do me a quick favor. I'd love for you to like, share, or leave a review wherever you're listening, whether it's on YouTube, whether it's on Apple or iTunes or Spotify, wherever you're consuming the content. It always is a big help if you'll go in and like it, share it maybe with one or two other loan officers you feel like would benefit from the content, and leave a review. Tell us how we're impacting your life and how this is making a difference. And I'm excited to talk about today's truth. The reality is, most people, most loan officers, you already have the closings in and around you. The question is, are you activating the people close to you? And so, I hear it all the time. Steve, I'm closing 6, 7 loans a month and I want to get to 12 to 15. And so many times we think about more means I got to go get more agent partners. I got to go get more relationships. And in some cases, that is the case, especially for people that are brand new. But I'll tell you this. Oftentimes, if you actually really work to convert and to stay top of mind with the people in and around your life, you already have them. And I always love this, for those of you who are watching on YouTube, it's like, what's the most powerful tool you have? It's your phone. Your phone is such a powerful tool because if I think about the list of people, I think about, my Christmas card list. I think about a wedding list. I think about the realtors that maybe are in and around our kids' school and serve on the PTA or the board. And you start going through people that over your lifetime you've met and you've thought enough about to save in your phone or your database or sphere of influence. The reality is you've got the ability to close 8, 10, 15 loans a month simply from the people that are already in and around your lives without buying leads or cold calling strangers. And the data doesn't lie. I love what we did. We recently did the Call Stars 50 Blitz. And that data, I know you continue to hear me say it over and over again, but data removes emotion. And what I love about that is when I know that a certain number or a certain activity over time or a certain amount of activity will produce a proven what do I call it? Like a predictable result, then the truth is in the data, not in a feeling or an opinion. I hear people say, "Oh, it feels like it's maybe a little bit harder. Or it feels like deals are not coming in. It feels like I did enough. It feels like I didn't do enough. It feels like I got a lot of leads. Feels like it slowed down." And what I always think about is, okay, well, what's the data tell you? Because feelings are fickle. They go up, they go down. You got a good day, bad day, but leaders lead. And we lead through data, knowing that data drives decisions. And in the Call Stars 50 Blitz, we made right at 4,200 outbound calls, 1,800 conversations, and we had 323 relational referrals and 46 booked appointments in one single day. And what I love about that is, and we've got more Call Stars Blitz that we're doing, and we're going to combine that data because what will happen is the more we do it, the more the pattern begins to present itself. And so here's what happens. When you call a list of people that are warm, agents you've worked with in the past, listing agents on previous transactions, buyers that are in process, past clients, sphere of influence, pre-approved and looking, and you start building a list of people that are warm relationships, we simply forgot and they forgot about us. Here's what we found. 44% of the time when you make an outbound call, guess what happens? They answer the phone. And then when they answer the phone and your call has a specific ask for the business, we saw 18% of the time you get a relational referral. And so the power of that is this. You simply need to refine your list. You simply need to go further in a list where some of you may have stopped and said, man, I got 100. Well, what if you had 200? What if you had 300? What if you had 500 people that you're actively prospecting? And some of it is outbound calls, but some of it is what we teach in the daily success plan, and it's the monthly mailer, and it's the weekly email, and it's the random text, and it's the targeted Facebook ads. It's like the phone calls are what I'm doing today. Like if I had to eat today, what would I go get to eat today? Versus farming is, what am I doing so that I have a harvest in the future? And here's what's powerful is, I want to encourage our listeners today, that your database, your past clients, your friends, your family, your agents, that's where the magic is. The magic is in the list, and then the activity is activating that list. Hey there, if you're loving the tips so far, make sure to hit that subscribe button and tap the bell so you never miss out on more cool free tips coming your way. I'd also love to hear from you. Make sure to drop a comment below and let me know what you think, or what it is you want to see next. And we'll see you on the inside. See you. See, the real problem isn't leads. It's like, oh, I need more leads. No, no, no. You just need to activate the people that are in and around your life. I love that National Association of Realtors statistic. And it talked about 78% of the clients that were interviewed said they would work with their realtor or loan officer again. But listen, only 11% actually do, because they simply forgot who they worked with. They couldn't remember who it was that helped them on their previous transaction. And it's not because you did something wrong. You know what it is? You just disappeared. And it's not about being remembered, it's about being present. And it's about having a predictable process that creates a predictable income with the people that are already in and around your life. And so what's the rhythm? The rhythm is, we're making 13. Here's what I think about. Somebody may complicate it and say, I want to close 8 loans a month. Awesome. You only have to do one thing. That's have 13 great conversations with warm people in and around your life right now, 5 days a week. You'll get, for 13 conversations, the math tells us that you'll get about 2 relational referrals. Well, if I do that on Monday, and I do it on Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday and Friday, guess what? Over the course of the week, I'm going to get around 10 relational referrals. If I do that on week 1, and then I do it on week 2, I get 20. I had 10 one week, 10 another week, 10 another week, 10 another week. By the end of the month, you got 40 relational referrals. And even if you only close 1 out of 5, we see in our teams that we measure on a very, very micro level, we close 1 in 4. But let's say your conversion's a little off, you're closing 1 in 5. You would still fund 8 transactions a month by simply doing one activity. Number 1, I got to build my list. And number 2, take action today, make a call. And then as you're making call, that's where I love, it's like, what's the activity? What's the simple rhythm? We call it a daily success plan. And so 1, I got to be tactical every day. I got to hunt every day, because that's the business I put in the pipeline today. And then I need to do some farming, which is all of the things we talked about that are high tech, high touch, low time, very easy to implement. I think with 2 hours or less a month, you can do a monthly mailer. You can do a weekly email. You can do random text. You can do targeted Facebook ads. That's all my farming. But on the tactical side, we're missing the opportunity of literally making the calls each and every day. And not only making the calls, here was something interesting that we continue to talk about. It's not enough to make the call. You got to ask for the business. So it's a number of outbound talk tos every single day, along with, on my 13 conversations, did I actually ask for the business 13 times? And when somebody's doing that, you're seeing a very predictable process. And I can hear somebody saying, well, Steve, man, I get interrupted all day long. Well, what if you didn't? What if you could put parameters around 2 hours a day of monthly or daily outbound prospecting? And guess what? Nobody can interrupt you. It's not available. I'm doing the one thing today that actually drives the business and provides closings. And so, I'll tell you this, it's not flashy. It's not complicated. It's simply predictable. 13 conversations with 13 asks for the business gives me 2 relational referrals and 8 fundings a month. And I got to tell you, I can't make an income claim, but what I can tell you is the data is proving those numbers true. And this is a system that we continue to use to help loan officers in the Alliance and boot camp and loan officers that are here with me at Success Mortgage Partners. I'm telling you, it is remarkable how that the math tells the tale. And remember this, when you take action, everything changes. Action builds confidence. Fast action creates fast results. And as you're taking action, you're building clarity with yourself and in your business. So, hey, listen, here's what I want to do. I want to invite you, if you're closing 2 to 5 loans a month, maybe a handful more than that, and you know you're capable of more, let's stop guessing. Let's build a fast action plan. Join me. One of the things that I want to do is we've got this, you can go to freedomplanningcall.com and we'll help you build a fast action 90-day plan. And here's one thing I'm going to do for you as well. If you book a strategy call with myself or our team and we're able to help you build, we just walk you through building a 90-day plan so that you can have big results. I'm going to give you my warm list activator. So when you book in, just tell them I want a copy of the warm list activator. And here's what it's going to do. It's a simple worksheet that I created that helps you identify 50 plus people. And really, if you really take the time to work through it, it'll be hundreds of people that you simply forgot are in your sphere of influence, that you've built relationships with, that know, like, and trust you. And if activated, if we're at a place you stayed top of mind, they would refer you. I'll give you an example. One, and this just happened recently. My wife is back into originating loans. And we had a friend of ours who happened to see one of the targeted Facebook ads. And this is one of the many examples of what the plan is we'll give you. And she literally DM'd Stephanie, and it's a precious friend. Her and her husband are getting a divorce. They closed and funded yesterday. And the messages were, I'm so glad that I found you to help me walk through this difficult season. And I just think about people like this family that because we stay top of mind, because Stephanie's top of mind, because she's doing these things we're talking about, there are people that simply forget they just want to work with you if they remembered at the right time. And that's what we're going to help you with. Go to freedomplanningcall.com, freedomplanningcall.com. The team will walk you through it. Make sure you tell them you want the warm list activator, and it's going to help you build your list of the people that you probably forgot about. And you're like, wow, I totally forgot about these people. And if you'll start activating them, you're going to see massive results in your business. Hey, listen, remember, anything worth doing is worth doing badly. Just get started. See ya.